season 1 was sort of an origin story. That's the way I look at it. It was about the team of these very unique individuals, really good cops, all who had special skills, who were brought together to form a team. The interesting thing about these individuals is that they all come with a little bit of baggage. Some of them come with a lot of baggage. And season 1, we watched them go from a team and sort of morph into a family. And what was interesting about these characters were that they all came from family situations that had been somewhat compromised by various things. So in the course of the season, we began to meet some of the people who had impacted those characters. And that was the gist of some of these ongoing stories. Genovese was sort of the bête noire for Hickman. Genovese was a child abductor who Hickman had been trying to put behind bars for a long time. And in a confrontation, Genovese shot Hickman, crippling him, destroying his hand, and beginning Hickman's sort of downward spiral, leaving the NYPD, becoming a drug addict, and sort of running away from the world, moving to Europe and hiding out in this traveling circus. Kim Coates is another one of those guest stars we've had, and we've actually been very lucky. We've had a couple some really good guest stars. Caroll from Czech Republic, Marcel Ures from Romania, and Kim, who's unbelievable. So you have this marvelous triangle in the show between Kim Coates, who's a nemesis of the Bill Fichtner character, Carl Hickman, and then his old partner and maybe love interest, who's also been chasing after the Kim Coates character, Genovese. So it's just a lot of fun to watch them. The banter that goes between all of them, it's fun. When you bring big guest stars on a show, it can really be a mixed bag, because sometimes you don't know if they're going to fit in, if they're going to upset the chemistry on the set. Are they going to be demanding? Are they good at the roles that they've been hired to play for? Because sometimes guest stars are cast just because they're guest stars. But I think we were really lucky on the show. And I had met Ray a couple of years ago socially in Los Angeles. And I'd always liked his work, particularly his work on Rome. So I was really excited about working with Ray. And Ray's great. How do I describe him? Ray is a force, and I think he's really good in the show. And I mean, what can I say about Carrie-Anne Moss? She plays this character who is beautiful, who is strong, who is empathetic, who is discerning. All the things that Carrie-Anne Moss is in real life. And I think that some of those scenes between her and Hickman, between Amanda and Hickman, are absolutely brilliant. Some of the best work we've done. So, Tommy, character, who comes from Northern Ireland, is a member of a family of travelers, sort of Irish gypsies, and they're a family of thieves. So Tommy has sort of moved away from the family. He'd run a cropper of his father, who's a thief. In fact, his father put out a hit on him. So being the good Irish lad he is, he still loves his family, but at the same time, there are certain members of his family that are out to get him.